I know you've wondered exactly how long it takes to make money with freelance brand scaling. I get it, you want to crash a Lamborghini like the rest of us. Meet Elzadi. In 3 weeks, he went from having 0 clients to having 5 clients, which led to infinitely more motion, more huzz. Personally, I prefer cracking orangey. But welcome to episode 3 of Brand Scaling Academy. Yeah, start off, kind of just tell us a little bit about where you're at within freelance brand scaling as a whole. You joined the ERT about 3 weeks ago.
Like a month ago, I had no clients. I had no knowledge about what I was doing. I didn't even know what the hell like brand scaling really was. 3 weeks later, I'm at 5 clients right now. I have a call pretty much booked every single day of the week, and I'm talking to clients daily as well.
All right, well, that's the end of the video. Just buy the ERT and make money. I'm joking, but obviously he's freelance scaled like really quickly. And when you jug and finesse that hard, you're bound to have some problems.
I still feel like I'm not knowledgeable when it comes to a lot of things, especially when it comes to like running ads and stuff. I'm only really good when it comes to creatives. Like I'm still trying to get that practice in when it comes to actually managing the ads itself. Again, 3 weeks ago, I was struggling to get clients. Now, like I'm struggling with having multiple clients. And to me, like I'm extremely grateful to have this problem.
Now, it's very clear Elzadi hit the max oil farm and has way too many clubs. That's short for the client huzz. And that's why he came into the ERT to actually figure out how to manage them and to learn how to actually run the ads. Because sure, you can make a couple bands just outreaching and signing clients, but then in 3 months when you have no clue what you're doing again, it's just negative aura. You're making creatives for your clients. You're doing that all manually yourself, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so no sort of outsourcing that to a graphic design partner, nothing like that. That's all manual labor you're handling yourself?
Yeah, so all my creatives I do manually. I do everything on Adobe Photoshop. So I decided to use that as leverage when it comes to outreaching to brands and all that. When I talk to the clients and let them know, hey, I'm able to do that on top of running ads for you. Oh, okay, you're able to do 2 things for me? All right, bet, yeah, let's work.
Most people don't even realize how OP skill maxing is. If you can go to a client and be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe even 5 things for them in one deal, not only are they gonna pay you more for each thing that you're doing, but you're just gonna be their partner for a lot of things, which is gonna lead to ease in communication. So obviously they're gonna wanna work with you over hiring. Literally, like when you send your DM, they respond, you make them a free creative, that's gonna hook them right there and then. Especially if it's good, they're gonna be like, oh damn, this kid's really like about it. That right there is like a huge hook that you can use when doing outreach alone. That's just a little pro tip I wanted to give you. So where do you feel like most of your time is being spent currently?
I mean, I wouldn't say creatives I'm being wasted in, but I feel like I can definitely get way quicker with my creatives. Like, I spend like on average like 30 minutes to maybe an hour, depending on the creative itself, is like how much detail the client wants on it. But like I found myself spending way too much time on it. And then for every client, they need like 5 creatives, 6 creatives, 10 creatives. Especially if they don't work, they're gonna need more creatives. I
bet I can read your mind right now. Creatives this, ERT that, just a bunch of yapping. How much money is this kid actually gonna make?
Lowball estimate probably like minimum $3,000.
So you have a little bit of money to play with to maybe look to start to outsource some things. And it sounds like your biggest time consumer right now is the creatives. You need to find someone who's capable of making good creatives in order to outsource that properly to where your clients are still getting that actual value from it, which obviously goes full circle and is worth it, because not only is it going to make the clients happier that they're getting good ad creatives, but 2, it's going to make the results of the ads better, which just makes you more money ultimately. Sure, you could delegate ad creatives, get more clients, get more retainers, and make more bread than Rent a Urus and Instagram or a farm. But if your ads aren't actually working, your business is going to crumble, which leads to you not making it a legitimate money printer.
I have 2 clients that are currently running ads right now, and both of them have around like a 5x ROAS, which is, I believe, is really good.
Oh, okay. Valid. To be able to sign 5 clients in your first 3 weeks. What was the offer?
When I first started off, I literally just DM'd every brand and asked them, hey, let me make you a free creative. So when they responded to me like, oh, he's gonna do something for free for me, all right, sure. And then I'll send it to them and then try like closing them. Obviously it didn't work, but I was able to use the creatives I made for those brands to use that as leverage to hit up other brands. And then I get them hooked when it comes to making them creatives. I pitched them the idea of me just making creative. I often pitched the idea of like running ads for them, and then I just added in after I send them the creative.
You're doing it exactly the way you should be, especially with having that skill of, obviously making creatives. So it's clear that his biggest pain point was in creatives and how long those were taking to make. He said he spent around 2 hours getting clients and then 8 hours making creatives. When you can just pay someone else to do that for you and allocate more time into getting more clients, which is ultimately going to grow your business. I think that's your lowest hanging fruit, is just outsourcing creatives. And obviously that's going to come with time a little bit, and finding someone who's actually talented enough to like sustain that creative volume as well as that creative quality. So I don't think that should be something that's hard for you. It's just a matter of finding the right person and then compensating them well enough to where they're incentivized to do a good job. Who would you say your ideal like prospect is? Like, who are you really marketing yourself towards? It's just clothing brands?
Yeah, it's only been clothing brands because I've had a clothing brand before, so I know exactly what to do when it comes to scaling your brand up and then actually like having good product, having good sites, what to do with customers, you know? So it's only been outreaching to clothing brand. Everybody around me was telling me like clothing brand is saturated, you don't do clothing brand, do e-com, do anything else besides clothing brands. But within the matter of 3 weeks, I went from 0 to 5 clients.
Saturated, but it's a matter of just like knowing what you're doing, bro. The people who say that are the ones that aren't actually putting in the effort.
No, you just gotta be different from everybody else because that's what got me to pitching the creatives. Everybody was probably in the DMs like, hey, I'm a freelance brand scaler, let me run your ads for you. That was not gonna work. I sent that DM to like 50 clients and I got no response. Second, I changed that up to like, hey, I got creative, let me do something for you for free. Immediately they're like, okay, yeah, let me see what you got to offer.
Remember, as much as you want to be someone like me or the other YouTubers that you watch, you can't replicate exactly what someone else has done and grow your business the way you want to. The only reason that I've made millions is because I've been doing things that other people haven't. So you need to find what's unique to yourself and figure out how to create a business around that no one else can replicate the same way that you do.
With your current clientele, we talked a little bit about current revenue. Obviously, you're still like new enough to it where like you probably don't have an idea of like how much each client's paying, but I guess where would you say like current revenue is that coming from?
Yeah, I still haven't gotten my first payout because it's been that recent to where I've acquired all these clients. Like it hasn't even been like a full 2 weeks of when I've been managing their ads for them.
Are you signing them on probably not retainer? I would imagine it's like percentage of
it's just
revenue?
percent of whatever the ads generate. I do want to implement my creatives into that as well as the retainer. Like, hey, I'll make you an infinite amount of retainers in a singular month for like X amount of dollars.
I would imagine all the clients you're working with currently, it's 10% of the revenue you generate.
Yeah, it's all 10%. I'm not going to lower it down.
No, definitely don't. 10% is kind of like the sweet spot.
Once you've built a good enough relationship with your clients and your twin, then you can start actually charging them more and more because they know you're a good little boy and going to continue to give them results.
So I didn't want to charge them like a retainer or like a setup fees because to me I saw that like I didn't like how that sounded. Like if someone were to do that to me, I wouldn't want to close with them. I wouldn't want them to run ads for me if they told me like, hey, I got $250 sign up fees or setup fees or whatever.
100%, because it's like they're getting it right there and then, and it's like when you're saying I want to charge you X amount up front to run ads, it's like, okay, this person wants to charge me that, but how do I know he's gonna get me those results? When it's something like a creative and you can, show examples of what you can make, it's more realistic for them to feel comfortable paying that up front. But I guess with those current clients you have, next question, are any of them churning? Like, are any of them not happy with services, not happy with you?
They're not glazing me, of course, but like, I haven't anybody told me like, oh, I don't like the creative that you made me, or like, nah, this is shit creative, never mind. My biggest issue has been not responding. What I do, I just make them a creative and then I record the creative and just send it to them. So they see the creative and then they immediately like, to be able to get that creative from me, they have to respond.
Perfect. So it's like,
I literally just gatekeep it.
That works perfect, bro.
We haven't heard that on any episode so far. Sometimes clients just won't respond to you. Like, bro, you're not Drake. But giving them irresistible offers to actually get them to respond to you is the easiest way to build that client relationship early in the game. Once you guys have a relationship like Orangey and I without the cracking, you get to be chilling. You're always going to get responses.
All of this is just through DMs?
Yeah, this is all cold DMs, which is crazy because again, people are like, dude, no, cold DMing is the worst type of outreach that you should be doing. Do anything else, cold calling is way better. Like every single client I've closed has been through cold DM. Like they were a complete stranger like 3 weeks ago to me. I didn't know who they were. I didn't know who the person behind the brand was. Now I have like personal phone number. I'm able to call them whenever. I'm able to talk to them like day to day.
Are you doing that all through a personal account?
Yeah, it's all
just
personal.
A personal Instagram account?
Yeah, it's all personal.
What are you like posting on that account? Because obviously when you're sending a message, like they're going to your profile and looking at it. So what's like on that account?
I can literally show you. It's literally just, it's like a personal account. Like this, I'm not like a clothing head type of guy. Oh shit, this means. Like it's literally just, it's just me, bro. It's just me. It's literally just me.
Are you showcasing any sort of work or anything on it?
Nope. There's nothing on my brand that you're gonna know that I outreach. I'm a brand skiller or any of that.
When people go to my profile, obviously it's like, oh damn, okay, this kid does like something. And then you go to look at like some of my story highlights and stuff, and you learn a little bit. Like I talk about it a little bit in my reels. So I would implement that a little bit, just because when you're doing outreach and then prospects go to your profile, because they always do. They always go look at like, oh, who is this person DMing me? And they look at your profile. They want to see something that can make them feel like responding is worth their time.
Basically, bro, just fucking Aura Farm.
Nothing's saturated. The market is not saturated. All of that is it's an excuse. You got to stop making excuses and take accountability to actually be able to propel yourself forward. The more times that you make an excuse to not want to do something, someone else is going to look at it as an obstacle and get past that. And then you can't look at that person and be like, oh, he got lucky, or like that should be me instead of him. Or in reality, you never know what people are doing behind closed doors. There's a lot of people working their ass off right now that are probably, it's like 2009 Bitcoin, bro. It's like, you're not going to know until it blows up. And then when they do blow up, or when they do get all this money and success, you're going to be like, oh, wow, why don't I have that? But I mean, it's because you make excuses, you sit on your ass, you don't do nothing. After this, you should holy fuck, you should be able to take action. You should be able to actually go do something. Don't focus on motivation. Don't focus on like wanting to start in the right moment. Right now is the perfect moment. Right now is the best moment to start. If you start today, you start right now after this video, you're going to see results. And if you keep working, you're going to see results within a month. Again, I did this shit. I started 3 weeks ago, literally 3 weeks ago, and I'm at 5 clients, which of course, you know what I'm saying, some people probably started before me and have more clients. People started after me and have more clients. This is just 3 weeks in, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what my life is going to look like in a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now. And the same thing could go for you guys as well. All you really have to do is start now and keep working.
Okay.
Wait. Stick your tongue out real quick. Just want to see how long. Okay, bet. It's pretty long.